this is JPar, and you are watching Explainin' with JPar? Splainin' with JPar? Working title, folks. So this is a little video where I'm going to explain a few things, take some time to talk about the comics, the movies, and the background of the things that I review here. And this is going to be the first one. I'm going to explain the after credit scene in Infinity War. So right now, I'm just going to warn you, there is spoilers ahead. So if you guys haven't seen Infinity War, definitely go out and see that movie. Stay there for the after credits scene, and then come back and we can have a nice little discussion. And we'll talk about what it actually means to the MCU and Avengers 4 going forward. So once again, spoilers ahead, so if you haven't seen it already, please come back and enjoy this video later. So, as you notice, we're getting into this now. Nick Fury and Maria Hill were two of the people that started fading away into ash or dust, as much as 50% of the MCU did in Infinity War when Thanos snapped his fingers and basically killed everybody, almost. Anywho, so Nick Fury's final act, he gets out this little, it's like a little pager. I want to call it a vintage high-tech pager. So it's like high-tech for us, but I mean but it's not high-tech in the MCU nowadays. It would have been something that would have been like maybe high-tech back in the 90s or something. And I think that's maybe what they're going for. It looks a bit like a pager, not any kind of pager that I've seen. And then when he hits it, it ends up being like the symbol for what looks to be Captain Marvel. So that's who it is. He seems to be sending a message to Captain Marvel. And Captain Marvel, well, who is Captain Marvel, you might be asking. Some people have said, hey, I know who Miss Marvel is, but who is this Captain Marvel that you speak of? And then you might be saying to me, it's like, wait a minute, isn't Captain Marvel Shazam? Doesn't he belong to DC? And I would say, yes, you are right about that, and not right about it. It's hard to explain. I'll get into that later. There's another video I plan on making explaining Captain Marvel a little bit better, but I'm just going to let you know today about what they have in store for Captain Marvel, or maybe what it could mean. Alright, so who did Nick Fury page at the end of Infinity War using the vintage high-tech pager? Well, it's Captain Marvel. And that movie is going to debut March 8th, 2019. It's going to star Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, aka Carol Danvers, and it will also feature other MCU characters from the past, like Ronan, the villain from Guardians of the Galaxy. Also, it's going to feature a younger Nick Fury, I suppose. And returning also is Agent Coulson. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out, because this is going to happen in the 90s, folks. That's when this is taking place. So there might have been some people out there to think, okay, like Ant-Man 2 and Captain Marvel is going to happen after the events of Infinity War. Well, likely not. It seems like Ant-Man 2 might even end up, Ant-Man and the Wasp, I should say, will probably be like something that happens just before Infinity War. You might see at the end of that movie people start fading the ash there. So that might come into play later. They might be in the microverse. Maybe that's why they're not affected by the snap. Who knows how Marvel's going to play it. But, so yeah, in the 90s, that's when Captain Marvel is set. So this is going to be, I guess, the introduction to the character, Nick Fury meeting the character, and I guess by the end of this movie, we're going to have an idea who Captain Marvel is and why he or she is so powerful. Likely she. I mean, Brie Larson's playing the title character, but I guess, my guess is that we're going to have a male Captain Marvel, and you're going to see the moniker transfer over to Carol Danvers. So who is Carol Danvers now, you're probably wondering? Well, I'll get into that. I'm going to make another video today, and I'm going to tell you all about Carol Danvers and Ms. Marvel, how the character came about, why there was a Captain Marvel in DC and Marvel, and how does that work? How do you do that? How do you do that, Marvel or DC? Who's ripping off who? We're going to find out, folks, because we're going to talk about that. But so I'm just going to wrap things up here. Like I said, Captain Marvel, starring Brie Larson. It's going to be the 21st movie in the MCU story arc. That's who Nick Fury paged at the end. And so somehow, Captain Marvel, coming out in 2019 before Avengers 4, is going to have something to do with that next part. So stay tuned, Marvel fans. Stay tuned, Avengers fans. So if you want to watch more videos like this, like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment below if you have your own theories about Captain Marvel and how she's going to play a role in Avengers 4. I would definitely like to see other people's opinions on this. And yeah, follow me on Twitter at the JPar. You can follow me on Facebook. We Promise Nothing. I'm also the host of the We Promise Nothing show on YouTube. So yes, please like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, this is JPar signing out.